Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who, story number 140, The Mark of the Rani. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was a terrific story. So 2 episodes, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm sick of the Master. I think the only thing that could have made this story better was if the Master wasn't in it. Because at this point, he's almost become a joke. I get Doctor Who and continuity aren't super a thing, but at this point, the Master, they don't even care. It's almost like watching some sort of Saturday morning cartoon, and it doesn't matter what happens to him at the end of the last story. He's just gonna pop up and be like, "I'm back," and they the Rani even says "Oh, the fire didn't kill him." What? It's so over the top, and it is whatever. Also for the Master, we're on season 22 at this point, so 140 stories, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot, especially 22 years it's been on TV. And so I don't know, I feel like they've overdone the Master. It started with the Third Doctor when he was super interesting and unique and everything, but at this point, I would give anything to have the monk come back, or even the celestial toy maker, who isn't necessarily a Time Lord, but I mean, you guys get it. But why do we keep getting the Master over and over and over again? And realistically, with the Rani, she's pretty much the female Master. She's made to be smarter than him, but realistically, she's just the female version. Which, the opening part of this with Perry just animals and plants are going extinct. Yeah, okay, that's not preachy. Just move that aside. So when we see the Master and then we see the Rani, and basically people are just going crazy, and it's because the Rani's pulling out the chemical that allows us to sleep. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I get that. I'm down, simple plot. And then there's the line where it's devious and overcomplicated. He gets dizzy walking in a straight line. And I was like, that's pretty, I like that. That was fantastic. Which, I mean, I feel like that's how most stories are. So for this, where the Rani's yeah, people need this chemical in their brain to sleep, and I'm taking it. I've been doing for hundreds of years. I was like, got it. Okay, done. Her line to him, where it's I can change my appearance, but you're stuck with yours, was a little odd to me. I understand he's not necessarily a Time Lord anymore. He stole, Nessa's father's body and stuff like that. But it just seemed like an odd line to me. The inside of her TARDIS was beautiful. Where there was the moving stuff, and it just, oh, God, it looked great. That's the type of, update I want to see to the Doctor's TARDIS. So I thought that was great. I love the line of well, what do you do? Argue mainly? I was like, yeah, that's okay. I gotcha. I'm with you. But I don't know. So overall, I thought it was interesting. Again, at the end of the story where they're pinned to the wall and the T-Rex is growing, and it's they're going to get out of it. They're going to survive. It's certain death because they can't move and a T-Rex is growing on the TARDIS. But who knows, probably 2 to 3 stories from now, we'll see it again. So, I don't know. I actually thought this was a really interesting story. I had a lot of fun with it. I loved the sass. There was so much sass with... The Sixth Doctor is nothing but sass. And him dealing with the cartoon Master and now the Rani kind of being in the middle of it, it was a recipe for how over the top can we be. So I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. In fact, the whole at this point with Doctor Who, all of the 80s it's actually awful. They're really bad. But this one was enjoyably bad. So curious what you guys think. Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for The Two Doctors.